Median sold value in the state of Utah has effectively been stuck at $500,000 for about 13 months now. On top of that, the amount of homes listed and on the market is skyrocketing, and the amount of people buying homes is actually starting to go down. So my name is Paden Clancy, Fairbanks with Mountain Buff Real Estate. Today we're going to talk about real estate stats, we're going to talk about buyers and sellers, and I'm just going to blabber a little bit about my opinion on the market. So let's just jump right on into it. Median sold value for March of 2025 was $500,000, and in March of 2024, it was $495,000. You could take this as an indicator that home values have went up by about 1% in the last year, but the truth of it is that home values have been stagnant for the last 2 years, and the last 13 months they've been hovering between that 490 and 510, going up and down and up and down. So home values haven't changed much, especially in the last 13 months here in the state of Utah. Next, when we're looking at the amount of homes that have been listed and the supply currently on the market, active listings are all the way almost to 11,000. At this same time last year, they were only at 7,500. And the amount of homes actually listed in March increased from 4,480 in March of 2024 all the way to 5,430 in March of 2025. So we're actually seeing a combination of homes staying on the market longer and more homes being listed, making it so that active listing is increased by more than 35% compared to 1 year ago today. And then on top of this, the amount of homes sold is actually decreased by 1% from March of 2024 at 3,201, decreasing all the way to 3,078. It's a small decrease, only about a 4%, but even if it's a 0%, homes supplied increasing by more than 20%, the amount of homes sold staying the exact same compared to 1 year ago, is an indicator that home values really should start going down. Is this going to happen? I don't know. It really is a coin flip on what's going to happen with the real estate market, especially with Trump's tariffs or just the uncertainty of the market in general. If interest rates go down to somewhere around 6%, you would expect at least a little bit of an increase in the amount of demand on the market. If they were to go all the way down to 5% or 4%, I really would expect there to be a large increase in the amount of homes that started selling. This goes right on into the fact that the median list of sold value is at 97%. So people are getting right around 97% of what their list value is. If they listed it for $100,000, you should expect to pay 97% of that, or $97,000. This does not include seller concessions or people paying for your closing costs when you're buying a home. So let's say that's 1 to 2% or $1,000 to $2,000 more for every $100,000 in purchase price. And all of a sudden, as a seller, you should be really expecting to get about 95% of what your list price value is, which is for sure hard to swallow. And buyers deciding to take a step back is a huge indicator of two things. One, home prices are too high for them to be able to afford it, and two, interest rates at 6.65% on average for March of 2025 is simply too high for people to be able to reasonably buy a house. Affordability is at its lowest point that we've seen in years. And yes, average interest rates went down from 6.84% in February of 2025 all the way down to 6.65% in March of 2025, but it's not enough to move the needle to make it so that more people are looking to buy a house. A huge indicator for this is just the fact that the housing affordability index is at the lowest point that we've seen in years. So what does this mean for buyers and sellers? It's pretty simple, really. As a buyer, you've got more options on the market, and you should be able to ask for some form of seller concessions. I say this, and you have to be looking at every single county to decide what the actual situation is. Because in Salt Lake County, I've had multiple 5 to 8 offer situations for homes in that $600,000 to $1 million range. But for townhomes in Weber County, I'm starting to see a lot of price reductions and opportunity to move in and be maybe this only offer on a home. So understand the market, understand the county, and as a buyer, you've got a lot more opportunity than we've seen in the last couple of years for sure. Just with there being more houses on the market and more people that are just really wanting to get rid of it. As a buyer, this could be a great opportunity for you though. You might have more houses to look at, you might be able to be asking for some seller concessions, and on top of that, you can suit the offer to your needs as a person, giving you a long time for inspection and any other aspects that might suit you well. So, buyers, possibly consider getting in the market if the mortgage payment's manageable and if you're comfortable with the idea of it. Next, as a seller, it's going to be a harder time to sell. If you've got a range of what your home could possibly sell for, might not be a bad idea to start on the lower end of the spectrum. Because there's so many other houses to choose from, yours may not be at the top of the list. And if it has one negative factor about it, whether that's overpriced or there's some attributes about the home that people don't find attractive, they're just going to choose something else. And so pricing aggressively, having a really good marketing campaign, and make a plan of attack for realistic expectations on getting your home sold simply are a must. list. And what are my personal Paden blabberings in all of this? Real estate's in a really tumultuous time with the tariffs that Trump is possibly considering imposing, and with the idea that interest rates could either go down or up in the next year. People don't know what to do, and there's a lot of people scared in the market right now or not wanting to get in the market because they're scared. So be careful, make sure that your mortgage payment's incredibly manageable, only buy homes that functionally work really well for your family. If you're buying a rental, make sure the numbers work really, really well. If you have any other questions or you want any stats on specific counties, feel free to reach out to me and I'll see what I can do. On top of that, the way that this channel is funded is by me selling houses. So if you know anybody looking to buy or sell a house, or you want to give me the opportunity to be interviewed to be your buyer or seller's agent, I would hugely appreciate it. Let me know if you have any questions, comment down below, like and subscribe, make it so I can grow this channel. Have a great day.